Okay, here we go. We are going to reflect, I guess, on this. Is this going to be good content? I don't know. You can decide. Look at me go on TikTok again. All right, guys. On TikTok. We're doing what's been on your mind lately. And we're not going to go crazy in the purpose of life right away, because I think that kind of, turns people off going that deep that quickly. So we're going to start off with
You gotta
casual
ease into it, buddy.
chats. Casual chats. Why don't we? I'm trying to model just healthy dialogue. I mean, on TikTok we see so many debates. I just want to model some sort of healthy dialogue where we can talk with each other and figure out what we're doing on this earth and progress and go forth. So that's what's going on. Good job. All right. I've also been trying to practice just being vulnerable with my voice again, just letting it out. It's kind of hard at times to do that, and I'm finding it difficult right now to do that. So I'm hoping that will ease away. What am I talking about, Brady? Oh man,
I think it's just
I don't know.
a confidence thing. I need to get better just being in the right headset, in a mind space, and just like reminding why I'm doing what I'm doing to overcome like this lack of confidence.
I'm getting hard on myself, and I'm like, why am I doing this in the first place? So remind yourself, Brady, you want to create healthy dialogues, and what's the point? Brady, don't do this to yourself.
Yeah, man, don't do it. You're good. You got this. I believe in you, buddy. I believe in you. This is future Brady talking to past Brady.
Am I afraid to be on live right now? I'm not feeling any certain negative emotion right now. I'm not feeling anxious. I'm just trying to talk to the camera again as I can and just be. Let your voice be heard, Brady.
Right.
Good.
Good job.
I have been kind of hard on myself lately, haven't I? But I've been catching it more lately and just being more kind to myself. I think that's important, just to be aware of our thoughts as they come out of our mouths, or as we're thinking about them too. And I tend to internalize my thoughts a lot more than externalize. And I've been practicing externalizing my thoughts more though, which has been beneficial. Yeah.
When it's internal, it's interesting because like I tend to not always be conscious, aware of like what I'm thinking all the time. It just like flows through my mind. But sometimes I am, and when I'm really aware of it, I can talk in my mind well, which is like when I externalize my voice. I think that's when I truly find what I have to say. Is this going anywhere? And this is where I get hard on myself just thinking about it. But Brady, you're being vulnerable and you're talking to an audience or the robots on YouTube that catch up on all of this stuff, and they're gaining a better understanding of how my mind works, and I think that's important to do. So yes.
I also haven't posted on TikTok in like over a month, so I don't wonder if that's why I'm not getting any people to show up. That would suck. I don't know what content to even make on TikTok in the first place. I'm not trying to, I don't know, like the clickbaity or like the getting the hook and then hooking them with some wild sentence. I don't know.
Some wild sentence.
I don't know what content to make, but
it's okay.
Look,
we won't make any content,
and I should have just said hi to them. Why didn't I say hi?
It's okay.
Don't be hard on yourself, Brady.
Yes, you know it.
Don't be hard.
It's okay. It's okay.
This has been interesting too with my therapist. I've been able to be more silly with them and just be who I am, which has been really great just to have a person like that again, because it's been a while since that's happened. And I feel comfortable with them, but like they're not consistent, and they're not always, I don't always talk with them every day. They work at the transitional living place I'm at right now, so I'm able to interact with them. Hello, welcome in, people. Welcome in. Welcome, and then they left. What's been on your mind lately? Is that a bad topic? But anyways, I've been practicing being more open and vulnerable and silly with this person, and it's been great. But then there's times when like I don't feel the same way as I did that day, and it's harder to like just be, if that makes any sense. And I don't know. I don't think that's bipolar. I think it's just like that's life,
right? It's life, and I'm trying to be more consistent with how I am, But it's hard when I don't feel good. If I don't feel good, I don't behave good or think good sometimes. And I really want to like find that momentum or that energy where I can just like be. And I think I just need to get into a good routine in the morning and just like walk around again, but also externalize my thoughts and really think about my day. Like life's not gonna always be good feelings, right? And yeah. Man, we had 4 people. They're just scrolling through. I know this isn't the best lighting setup either. So
Okay.
I'm literally just in a room
No
without light on
kidding.
my face.
You're in a room. Great one, Brady.
Hey, don't be hard on him.
Hello. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome. I can make fun of myself, though.
It's okay.
How's everyone doing?
That's actually one thing I found to be helpful is if I'm in a down, like not a down mood, but just like not like feeling on, like if I can make fun of myself and make myself laugh, I tend to get into a better headspace. So make fun of yourself, Brady.
Hello.
Please come on chat with me. I was thinking about something cringy.
That's all I want. What's been on your mind lately? Anyone? We can get into whatever topics. I just want to start out with something more simple, because I was starting with other ideas before and it wasn't really grabbing people's attention. So I don't know how to start one of these or to get people in to talk. But welcome in, everyone. It's a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day outside today. It was kind of chilly, so I had to wear a hoodie. It felt nice though.
Now
I'm
I'm
talking about the weather. Gosh darn it.
and getting my cup of coffee in the morning. Oh,
That's always
so
fun.
nice.
Every single week when I
love
talk with my
coffee.
dad, we always bring up the weather. Always the weather.
It's like great.
Why not just talk about the weather?
It's just always the same
I'm trying
shit.
It's
weather
my
or
dad's not really a
work.
deep person either. So when
okay.
we do touch deep topics, he just kind of avoids it, which I understand. But the whole goal of this live is to talk with people, of course, but
Really?
hopefully we align on subjects and then we can progress and figure out what we're doing as humans on this earth together. Damn it.
This is where I find
Sorry.
what I mean is
yeah, I
doing.
really want to figure out, well, not figure out, but just understand and help people feel seen and heard. And I think that's important. And modeling a healthy dialogue like that on TikTok, I think, is important, because we see so many debates and man, it's just like people just want to be right, which I get. But I think we ought to, take a step back and really understand people and guide them if they're misdirected. But I think we really ought to do a better job at understanding people. And I'm trying, and it's been, I've been trying to do that for quite some time, for the past 5 years, like really inwardly reflecting on who I am and how I impact my, others and myself, of course. But yeah, I appreciate the likes, people. Thank you so much. This is great. I'm so excited to just be here.
Look at my
But if
guy
anyone
smiling.
wants to request a chat,
My
we can
guy.
talk about literally anything at all.
That was great. How you said that, Brady, was great. Good job.
Agua.
Good job. See, and this is why it's interesting reflecting on this is like I'm learning more about myself too and how I can talk to myself better. So I'm trying to like fine tune my brain by myself, but I really want to work on this together with other people as we just navigate what we're doing on this world together, right? And it's interesting reflecting, and I can see myself in a different light, because like when I say things out loud, it just I always get hard on myself on how it sounds. Sometimes I'm really doing better at just letting my voice go, and you're hearing that right now. And this is if anything, if no one watches this is more for my benefit, just to understand myself better and how to interact and talk to myself and other people in the future.
How's everyone doing? We got 3 people. That's amazing. 3 people. Welcome in, people. Welcome in. I'm trying to figure out how to just ramble and talk about other things, but I shouldn't be too hard on myself. So that's one thing about myself that I struggled with a lot in the past, was just being hard on myself. How's my day? I'm doing great, Kevin. How you doing? Just being hard on myself, and it started with my dad, being really hard on me, and like that voice became my voice. And you know, when I, what's going on? When
I thought that was my computer again.
like, oh my gosh, Outlook is doing something on my computer. Um, I am just sidetracked now. Yeah, his voice became my voice, and I couldn't really tell the difference as a kid. And you know, if I felt like I messed up or if I felt uncomfortable, I would clock it in as a negative thing. And it took me so much time just to really be kind to myself. And I'm still practicing that and trying to understand what that means for myself. Good, GNG, keep up the hard work. You're perfect. Don't worry, bro. We got you. Oh, you're great, Kevin. I'm not perfect though. No way. Far from perfect. I don't know. Like, does
nice
GNG
comment.
mean gang? Like
Gang.
GNG. I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know what
GNG.
GNG means still.
Google. No, Georgia Natural Gas. No,
I was never
that's
one
not it.
to
Nobody's
use
perfect. Yeah, of course.
what's it called? Abbreviations like that? What is that an abbreviation? I don't know. I don't really type or text like that unless I say LOL. But that's I don't really say LOL. I say haha, just in case anyone's curious.
Of course, we all have our flaws, and I think that's what makes us human, right? We're all unique and beautiful in our own ways, and I think I mean that, and I think you know what I'm trying to do really is have people engage with deeper dialogues about what we're doing on this planet together, so we can progress and align, and you know be better people in the future. I think it's been really interesting. I have a treatment team I'm talking with, and people that I live with, and like I'm trying to get more vulnerable with my voice to with them, which we get deeper conversations going with that. And I learned something new about myself. Like I had a good conversation with my financial guy today, and he, like I was able to just talk and figure out like what I'm doing. I wasn't gonna go on TikTok until I talked with the guy. I'm like I just want to create a healthy dialogue on TikTok, because before I had a different prompt. It was I'm evil, prove me wrong, which I can get into, but it wasn't really getting the right engagement from people, and I understand why. But what was I getting at? It was more like me trying to explain, because I'm bipolar, and I don't want to just talk about myself. I'd rather just engage with other people, and that prompt wasn't doing the best.
It was doing really good in Mania, but that's because I was a little bit more crazy. I don't know if that's the right word, but just more outspoken, overconfident, perhaps.
So I'm trying this prompt. What's been on your mind lately? And I'd love to just talk with someone about anything.
Anything at all.
But this is also good practice too. Like I was feeling very not the most confident about coming up on here. Like literally last year around this time, I would not be doing what I'm doing today. I've grown so much, and it's been nice just to be vulnerable with people and figure out myself more. So here I am, and I appreciate you guys just watching.
Right. Well said, buddy. Call myself buddy, isn't that strange?
What to talk
Buddy.
about? What to talk about? I've been watching Alex O'Connor, and he's a
it's
YouTuber,
weird, those people.
the Cosmic Skeptic, and I think he is fantastic. I watched a video over the non-identity problem, which essentially is if we weren't conceived at a certain time, we wouldn't exist at all, which is interesting thing about it on its own. But I'll try to explain it in such a way, because I'm practicing, understanding the content. So to my understanding, there's a problem where if there's a mother that, let's say she has selfish intents to what's the word? To seek attention from people, and she has a baby, but willingly takes pills so like the child would be disabled. There's that option. Man, I'm doing so bad at this, but okay, Brady, you're doing fine. Wait, thank you. And there's another mother that if she waits a month, her baby would be able-bodied, but if she has a baby that month or whenever during that month, the child would be disabled. But this woman is also an attention-seeking person. And the problem is, with these two situations, it would seem obvious that it's morally wrong for the first one to take a pill and for the second one to not wait. But the problem is those children wouldn't exist in the first place if they didn't conceive at that certain time, which makes it difficult. And there's like, what's the harm in it, essentially? And it's hard. It's a problem because it's just hard to like find a solution to it. No one's found a solution. And that's my understanding of it. I hope I did an okay job at that. That was, I've been walking around this property I live at, and I have been tearing a path into the grass, and it's literally, you can just see where I walk. And there's, I'm not Christian, but I don't subscribe to Christianity, but I believe the idea of Jesus is true. And there's a Jesus statue in the back, and I've been talking to him. And why am I talking about this? Oh yeah, because I was talking about this non-identity problem to him, just to try to figure it out for myself. So you guys are listening to this. This is fantastic. There's 3 of you that's just chilling out. Sweet. And now there's 0 people. Now there's 0. And now there's 0. No, I lost all my people. Okay, man. Maybe talking about philosophy isn't the best approach.
That's okay.
That's okay. Maybe talking about philosophy isn't the best approach.
The person talk about that was giving me likes was,
but maybe I didn't do a good
nice
job at explaining it. That's probably why. I will say I did not do that good of a job.
That's okay. I'm aware that I didn't do that good of a job.
Hello,
that's okay.
Welcome in, people.
We'll get better.
Welcome in, and welcome out, and they're gone.
We got 11 more minutes of this. Holy moly! Who's watching this right now?
This is great. I've been on for 13 minutes, and TikTok hasn't
right?
flagged me for unoriginal content, which they have been doing in the past. So I'm very grateful that I'm able just to talk on here and have people interact in the comments. This is fantastic. And then they leave. Brady. Okay, it's been 13 minutes.
I don't even know if I want to put this on YouTube. It's like it's very much just me talking to myself, and I don't like that content. I want to talk with other people, but Brady, you can't always get what you want.
I was feeling nervous talking about that? I think I was just feeling underconfident.
Right.
Whoa.
But you know it.
Explaining it. Because it's not, I don't have the best understanding of it.
But you know it well enough to talk about it.
I think if no one gets on, or no one talks about it, if no one is able to talk in another 15 minutes.
I think this is the thing. I understood the concept, but the performance, or like the fucking performance, the act of singing it. What's the better word for that? Look, I think I'm just not confident sometimes. I'm learning how to get confident, and just, Brady, you can do this. You can do this right now, and you can stop talking and let Brady talk.
So I'll probably do a reflection video of this for YouTube. Well, my hair. I'm gonna try to grow it out like George Harrison, I think. It's wild though, and I start my new job on Wednesday, which will be fun. Is that better? I don't know. I like having bangs though, so I don't know. But we'll see how it goes, just growing everything out. It's going to be wild. It's already wild right now. There's a person that was a director of the scholarship program in college that I was at, and she was like, because I was such an anxious person back then, and very perfectionist, and she's like, Brady, just like do one thing, or like do one thing that is not perfect, right? And I'm like, what do you mean? Have one thing about it? I didn't understand what she meant at the time, and like, I kind of took that in and reflected on it recently. And that's why I'm kind of growing out my hair crazy, because it's like, it's not perfect, and that's fine, but it helps me be more free in a way, if that makes any sense. It's like, I know something's not perfect, and I can just be. And I think that's something that is working for me. It's freeing. I get people that show up, come up, and then people that don't.
It's nice knowing something's wrong, but you can still be
back to 0 views.
But what do you mean? What do you mean about
wrong, Brady? My hair is just chaotic.
I can drag this
I
down
know it
so we
is.
can see, so you guys can see how many views or viewers there are. And you can see how much money I make.
$0. This is great. Imagine making money on TikTok though. That'd be fantastic. Just talking to people
Right.
and that being my job. Wouldn't that be great? I wonder, maybe I have to be more consistent with TikTok if that's what I want to do. I found in Mania when I was doing TikTok lives, like it to be very educational. Like people would bring up a lot of different points of view and different ideas that I wasn't taking in at the time, and it was great. It was fantastic. Even though I was chaotic, in those states of mind, but I was still grounded in a way talking to people. I was just really hyper vigilant. So if people put stuff in the comments, like I couldn't tell their their intentions behind the comment, so I was like hyper vigilant. But if I was talking to someone and like they were talking back, I can understand how they're saying their words, and it led to a lot of great conversations in my opinion. But I also did some interesting things. I played Welcome to the Jungle and only bending up one string on my guitar the whole time. I also had Rage Against the Machine play, and I was like jumping on my bed like a lunatic. That was good times. It's somewhere in my channel, on my YouTube page. You can find those videos, and I've only rewatched the guitar one, which I think is kind of funny. There's some things I do are just silly in Mania, and I know it comes off across as chaotic and out of control, but there's some funny things I've done. Yeah.
Wild
Hello,
times,
welcome
buddy.
in, people. Welcome in. Here I go saying buddy again. The topic. How do I call myself buddy? I call Jesus buddy.
I don't know
when I
how
walk away
to
from him.
the statue.
Engage with people
Love you, buddy.
to make it to make them want to come up and talk. What's been on your mind lately? Is that a good invitation? I've had people were commenting for a bit, which was nice. Look at all these people that joined though. That's amazing. Amazing. 18 minutes. I got 1,500 likes. That's amazing. Look at that. Holy cow, 6 more minutes of this bullshit. Even I'm disinterested in watching myself right now. So if you're still watching, props to you. I really want to
appreciate it.
someone to talk
Really.
to, so I can put better content on my YouTube channel.
Right.
And instead of me just rambling to myself. I don't think anyone wants to hear that. It's okay.
You're okay, Brady.
Yeah. Good times. Oh man. I don't know if I should restart the live.
No.
I don't know. We can keep it going. Yeah, I started a new job at a thrift store, which will be better, I hope. It'll help me become more social, like practice being social more with people, I think would be really good. And it won't be as stressful as my last job, being in a freaking kitchen alone at a gas station. Fuck that job. And then we got a new manager.
Interesting.
I did my best.
and
Busted ass. He was actually very helpful. He was working in the kitchen with me, made it less stressful. But like even when it was stressful by myself, I was really just focusing on my breath more and just like being like, hey, I can only do so much. I'm doing the best I can, and just nothing to stress about. And that made it a lot more easier. And plus, I could listen to my own music, which was fantastic. Yeah, note to self, don't talk about the non-identity problem or philosophy, right, as a ramble, because you lose your audience. Unless someone asks about it, I think next time don't talk about it, Brady. That is, if I don't understand the concept fully. I think I understand it a little, I understand it enough. It's just I need to articulate it a little bit better.
You just need to be more confident, buddy.
That's one of those things
You
I
got
just
this.
maybe need to rewatch the video tonight. And I'm not going to do that. I'm tired. I don't know if I'll do that. That's a lot of work. But if I really want to truly understand concepts, it takes me a while to really understand it for myself. I think I have to really apply it and try to articulate it to myself, and then maybe This is a good thing about ChatGPT because I was talking to it about the non-identity problem just to get a better understanding of it, and um, maybe I'll revisit that tonight too. Perhaps it's good to reflect. I do that way too often, but not to my detriment. It's been really productive recently. It's been a good day though. The past year, it's been a really good day. I spent most of the time outside, just walking, which I find to be like peaceful, but good to think about different subjects and topics. And I listen to. I've been listening to this Bible podcast, just understanding the Bible better from a father something on. Well,
Father, something.
he's on podcast apps, but he's also on Spotify, so I've been listening to that. And the review of the Anthropocene by John Green, I've been listening to that. But the thing is, when I listen to audiobooks, like I don't fully comprehend it either. It's like even when I read, my mind just wanders and goes to other places, which I think is unfortunate. And it's just like I learn better when people tell me it. Like if I can actively engage with it. And I've been trying this out, but it hasn't really been working the best. Is when like for an audiobook, trying to like talk with the author as if like I'm following along with it, but it doesn't always work out that way. And whoa, it's 4:56. Oh wait, 4:57. Hello. I thought it was 4:57. How's it going? This is the first person to ever chat with me on this new account. And they're nice. They're really great just for... Sorry you haven't been on in a while. I haven't not been on for quite a long time. I think the last time I was on, you were probably on. This is my first time being up. Just trying new prompts. I think my last prompts were probably a bit too... I don't know. I was busy with school. You're okay. How's school going? Good. That's good. Glad to hear that. 'Cause I think you're the one in high school, right? Still, I think you said, or you're in college. They say ye. I don't know which one. I'm headed to sleep. Okay, have a good night. Appreciate you joining up. Eat. Brady. Good night. And with that, I think I'm gonna end this. Yeah. Cause have a good night's sleep. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope you do too. Food night. What's a food night? I'm kidding. Dreaming about food. Food night. All right. Take care. And bye-bye. Okay. Well, that went good. Like, at the start, I was getting like 5 or 7 people listening in, and then I just talked about philosophy. So, we're gonna end this. Okay. So, what are we doing, Brady? Are we actually going to put this up on YouTube? Should I? Like, this was like, I don't see this being good content, guys. I really want to talk with a human being that's not typing, so we can engage in dialogue that's healthy. Because I just want to model a healthy dialogue on TikTok. We always see debates, and it's always negative, and not always negative, but just some of them aren't productive. It's like I don't know. I think we can work together and find solutions if we are vulnerable with our minds. And I already said that plenty of times on this YouTube page, which makes me think, what am I doing right now? This is not going on YouTube, is it? Well, let's just put it on YouTube. Fuck it. Forget, right? It's bad content. But maybe, you know what, I think about it this way. What if I become successful on TikTok
to the point where I get, let's say, I don't know, 200 followers, and I can talk with people consistently, like people join because of the follower count, and perhaps people want to look back on my early videos and be like, yeah, this guy started from nothing. Like no one was joining, and now he's getting people to talk to. And but is that really going to be the case? People are not going to dive back into this to watch it. No one is going to make it this far in the video. Or how do you know that, Brady? Well, my analytics and YouTube tell me that like people hardly watch like 10 seconds of it with my other content. So what's going on, Brady, is this. We are going to, do you want to go? I'm kind of tired, but I kind of want to go outside and walk again. But we can save that walk for tomorrow morning. I think it's time to go to bed or get ready for bed. And with that, folks, goodbye.